Welcome to the channel, Planning with Maserati. I'm going to be doing, for the first time ever, a November reset in my faith. So before I begin, welcome. Please subscribe, hit that post notification bell so you don't miss out on any new videos. Give it a big thumbs up, leave a comment, and share the video. That'd be greatly appreciated. So this is the first time I'm ever doing a reset. I usually do it just as like doing it every month, scripture writing, devotionals, and things like that, and I'll implement things with it. So this time I'm going to focus on some books and work like that, work in it. So let's begin. So I'm going to turn the pages to where I'm going to be, which is, I think in the beginning I wrote it. Yes. So it doesn't look fancy, it doesn't look like anything, it just is what it is. So for the November, I'm doing a November challenge to challenge myself to do this every single day. Every single day I want to do this. Today is November 1st itself. So I'm going to do, one is reading the Bible every day. I'm reading from a plan, which I'll show you next. Scripture writing plan. Again, it's a plan that I'm doing. And where is my book so I could show you that? Give me 1 second. I thought I was prepared. I am, and I'm not. Okay, so I have my scripture writing plan in here. Oh, with a quarter. So here is the November scripture writing plan. Thanksgiving and gratitude. And then it's the same thing here as this, as well as this one. So it's the monthly, and then I just put this inside. So Thanksgiving and gratitude. And I'm going to sleep 8 hours every day. That way, when I wake up in the morning, I'm able to read the Bible early in the morning and start my day with my faith, right? So I want to start with the Lord. Okay, so start with the Lord every day. My scripture writing plan next. Sleep 8 hours a day. It's not in order, to be honest with you. And YouVersion devotionals. Okay, so with that, again, it's going to be in this book. I cut this cover from a classic Happy Planner to junior size. And so with that, here is the scripture writing again. And then in here, this is the YouVersion app, devotionals. So it's a lot of thankful, grateful kind of thing. So that's what we'll be working on in November. I need to do this video next. So with that, we need to add, implement, prayer. So pray. Now, I'm going to show you what I'm working on first before I get into the next. Oh, no, I'm going to put this one. So I am going to do our daily bread. I do have the bigger version, but I have the smaller one next to me. And the reason I'm putting November is because it's September, October, November in this book. So this is the Our Daily Bread. Wait, this is the wrong year. So imagine it being the right year. So say this is 2023. So I will be working in the devotional, which I gotta find it. It's in one of my room. It's in my room. I just gotta find it. But it's gonna be the November one. So it's gonna be, it's like a bigger size, A5. It's kind of like this size here. So I'll be working in the Our Daily Devotional, Our Daily Bread devotionals. So I will be working in that one. So the next thing is read the Bible every day, but I am going to put read Bible reading. Okay, so what is it called? Because this is what I'm working on as well. So as I'm reading the Bible plan, so Bible reading plan, make it to it, a chapter a day, a day, and 3 year plan. So I am going to implement that into my life, 3-year plan. I have been doing this, let's say, yeah, 3-year plan. I have been doing this every day except for, I think, the 29th and the 30th of October. So as of June, I'm going to make sure I complete it. So that is part of the plan. And that is going to be used in this book. It's the New Believer's Bible. And I can show you I've already started in the Old Testament and the New. And you can see I date it as every time I read the Bible. For the plan, not just reading the Bible, but just the plan. If I'm just reading the Bible and I want to read a verse or something, or a chapter, or, you know, the whole book, then that's different. So you'll see here, I wrote a note. One there. So there's 4 and 5 and 6. So I'm on 7 today. So that's the Old Testament. The New Testament, I did chapter 1, 2, and I'm on 4 today because I did 1, 2, and 3. And I mark it every time I read it. So that's the New Believer's Bible. Okay, so the last thing I'm going to implement is this, because we're in the New Believer's Bible for Genesis. I'm going to write this down really quick. So Genesis, Foundations of Grace Study. So this is volume 1. 1. And then, yeah, so there's that. So I'm going to show you that one in a second. So there's that. The next thing I'm going to show you before I go into this book is I did go ahead and implement all the pages that I got from the Word Nerd. I didn't print out everything she had, like the verse mapping, kind of like how you do it, the way it looks, or the prayer one she has. There's a bunch of inductive studies, a bunch of stuff from the Word Nerd. So I'm going to show you what I did. I showed you in first was how to study the Bible. This is the verse mapping for beginners. And then it goes to this page. And then I went ahead and put in the word study guide. So this is just if you're doing a word study. And again, this is from the Word Nerd. And then I left this page blank to write on. And then how to study the Bible. It's inductive Bible study method. So this is a guide. So this is just one page. Here's the second page. Here's the third page. Here is the fourth page. And here is the fifth page. And it's the Word Nerd, Andrea. So I did end up putting that, and I think that's all I put. Yeah, so I will be using these, you know, trying to do word studies and Bible studies, but I do want to study the Bible. So that is going to be another step, how to study the Bible. So we're going to do Bible study. Okay, I'll make it to that page. And I'm going to put Bible study method. So that way I can just focus on what that says and then do it, you know, the way it needs to be done. So that is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 things to do. That's quite a bit for one day. I'm sure people do more. So here is Genesis. Why does this always look crooked? Okay, there you go. Now the book is crooked. So Genesis Foundations of Grace, Volume 1. It's through Daily Grace Co. Yeah, Daily Grace Co. So this one has how to use the study suggestions. So before you begin, and then how to use the study, which I love. And then how to study the Bible, observation, comprehension, interpretation, application. I probably will put this in here as well, just writing it out, because I love to write. And then here we have attributes of God, which I will be putting in here as well. And you can pray attributes of God. And then meet a narrative of Scripture, creation, fall, redemption, restoration. Meta narrative. And then the timeline of Scripture. And then you have your introduction. Look how pretty that page is. So it's a 5-week study. Introduction to Genesis. So it introduces, read Genesis 1 through 11. Is it just 1 through 11 or is it chapter? I think it's just 1 through 11. Because that wouldn't be enough space for all that. And then Genesis marks the beginning of the greatest story ever told, a story whose end remains yet to be fulfilled, a story that we are living right now, is what it says here. And then Toledat is the strong, plural only, descent, family, figuratively, history, birth, and generations. These are the Toledat of, and then it tells you. Primeval history and patriarchal history. And then today's questions. What key words and themes do you notice in Genesis 1 through 11? What did you observe about God's character? And again, Genesis 1 through 11. And write a prayer asking God to reveal himself and transform your heart through the study of Genesis. So this is actually now week 1. Day 2. So read Genesis 1:11 again. So here is in the beginning. Look how pretty these pages are. Today's questions. So no, it's every day. I don't mean like right now. It's every day. And then you go into day 3. So this would be read Genesis 1:2 through 25. And then Tohu Wa Bohu. Let there be 1, night and day. 2, the sky, earth, and seas. 4 was the sun and moon. 5 was the sea creatures and winged creatures. And then land creatures and man on day 6. And then some questions. Week 1, day 4. Made in the image of God. That white was like gone. I was like, what? Gold? No, it's God. So again, read Genesis 1:26 through 31. So I'm just kind of like giving you an idea of what I will be using. And since I'm in Genesis, I might, use this book. So when you get to here, this is like your last questions for week 1. So God created man in his own image. He created him in the image of God. He created them, male and female. Genesis 1:27. I just read that literally in the beginning of the plan. So week 1's reflection. So there's a bunch of questions. And then you get into week 2, day 1. Living in the garden temple. And then so on. So it's a lot of questions, a lot of reading. So a lot of it. And then in the back, it just has, okay, so if you're at the end of the book, it'll be week 5 reflections. And then the thank you. And that is it. So that would be part of my plan for my reset. So we got that, and of course this. So if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. I don't know why this always looks crooked. Give it a big thumbs up, leave a comment, and share the video. That'd be greatly appreciated. As always, thank you, and I will talk to you in the next one. Have a good one. Bye-bye.